Testing good, testing 1, 2. Good evening, basketball fans, wherever you may be. Welcome to Wisconsin Rapids Assumption High School for tonight's Merriwood South boys basketball matchup. It is the visiting Newman Catholic Cardinals coming in at 12-0 overall. They're 8-1 in the Merriwood Conference, going up against the home Assumption Royals. 5-10 on the year, as they came off a loss last night at Wild Rose. Again, good evening, everyone. C. Maves alongside Josh Bush here on this Tuesday night here in central Wisconsin, as these two teams met up in early or mid-December on December 13th. Newman Catholic 61, Assumption 44. Mason Prey was out that game. Eli Gustafson finished with 18 and 11. Isaac Seidel with 14 points. Connor Kroc with 14 points for the Newman Fighting Cardinals. In that game, Ryan Shaw also had 13 for the Assumption Royals. Again, Royals, tough loss last night at Wild Rose as they fell 46-42. Again, no Jack Klotz, still out with that wrist injury. We will have the Royals obviously tonight. And then on Sunday, when we head over to the Fiserv Forum. They'll head down to the Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee when they take on the Port Edwards Blackhawks. Just moments away here from our opening announcements. Don't forget the Ridges Golf Course. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by the Ridges Golf Course. Coach's Corner Bar and Grill at the Ridges Golf Course is open Thursday through Saturday from 4 p.m. to close, with $12 pizzas on Thursday, fish fry Friday, and Saturday is $4 burgers and 75-cent wings. Dinner is served at Coach's Corner Bar and Grill at the Ridges in Wisconsin Rapids Thursday through Saturday. Again, should be a good one here tonight from Assumption. The Royals looking to knock off the Newman Catholic Cardinals tonight. Newman only a couple of losses on the year. One came to Auburndale. That was their lone conference loss when Mason Prey was out. We're going to turn up the mic and hand it over to our PA announcer for tonight's announcements and our national anthem, as looks like Alexis Walton will be singing our national anthem tonight, and that's a treat. We'll hear from Mrs. Walton in just a moment.
Through this event, help each of us to grow, mature,
Absolutely wonderful as usual on our national anthem. First, the starting lineups for the Newman Catholic Cardinals. Senior number 1, Mason Prey. Senior number 3, Jackson Fender. Senior number 10, Connor Kroc. Senior number 23, Isaac Seidel. And senior number 24. Number 24 is the senior Eli Gustafson. For the home Assumption Royals, their starting 5 as it has been the last couple of games. 6' senior number 1, Frank Matot. 5'10", senior number 3, Ryan Shaw. 5'8", junior number 10, Jack Wiedmeyer. Senior number 23, a 6'2" forward, Cade Stats. 6' senior number 24 is Nick Lieberg. Royals head coach by Josh Pultz. The Newman Catholic Cardinals head coached by Jeff Waldvogel in his first season at the helm for the Fighting Cardinals of Newman Catholic. Sit back and relax. Going to be a good one here tonight from Assumption High School. We got 9 games on the docket for you tonight. Assumption and Newman. Stratford is at Auburndale in boys. Toma is at Everest in hockey. Rapids is at Marshfield in girls basketball. Anago is at Pacelli in boys basketball. Wausau West is at Wisconsin Rapids in hockey. That's right down the road from here. Wausau East Merrill Co-op is at Pacelli hockey. Pacelli is at Port Edwards girls basketball. And Northland Pines is at Mosinee in hockey. Gustafson against Lieberg on our opening tip. About to get started here from Wisconsin Rapids. And the opening tip will be won by Eli Gustafson. Tips it back out to Mason Prey, and we're underway. Mason still wearing that brace on the left knee. He was injured earlier this year. Again, did not compete in their first matchup. Down low to Gustafson, and off the mark. Offense rebound by Eli. Misses again. Offensive rebound again. Left hand and in. 2 offensive rebounds and a layup for Eli Gustafson. And he's quickly on the board, 2-0 Newman. Stats at the left elbow. Back over to Lieberg. In the zone for Newman. Again, we'll see the Royals on Sunday again at the Pfizer Forum in Milwaukee. Shaw on the right side. Back over to Matot. Wiedmeyer. Over to Lieberg, right in front of Coach Waldvogel. Back out to Nick. Thought about the tray. Nick had a slow game last night as well. Cade Stats only played 7 minutes in the loss to Wild Rose last night. Coach Pultz says, what are we going to do to try and compete in this game? He says, slow it down, and Matot off the front rim. That's exactly what they do, and then Mason Prey flashes open. Again, Connor Kroc, All-State quarterback. Showing the handles there. He takes it to the basket, and he'll head to the line for a couple of free throws. Back-to-back 8-man state champions, the Newman Fighting Cardinals. Trying to relay that into a successful basketball season as well as Connor Kroc off the mark. Connor coming in, averaging 11 points a game. Mason Prey leading the team at 24 points. Isaac Seidel at 21. And Kroc goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Again, Assumption can take all the time they want on offense. Newman is going to look to run and to speed this game up. 1-3-1 zone against Assumption here tonight. Newman coming off a win over Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran, and Coach Pultz will take a timeout, 30-second timeout, back to Wisconsin Rapids after this. Zaleski Sports.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. Start your classes and get your degree right here, or transfer to your 4-year.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. In person at 4 convenient campuses, online or a hybrid.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here for your Career Accelerator Certificate, a quick way to get ahead in your career.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. Register to start this fall.
Get started at mstc.edu.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here.
Welcome back to Assumption High School. First timeout taken by the Royals. That was a 30-second timeout. Yeah, no need to rush for your Assumption. 3-0, Newman Catholic. Again, Coach Palt says they're going to try and slow it down, and they have done that so far tonight. Maytott on the baseline, up to Shaw, back out to Lieberg, and tipped out of bounds, staying with Assumption. With 15:47 to go. It's going to be a slow one here tonight, unless Newman can pick up their defensive pressure and make Assumption try and run with them. And we've seen it the first trip down the court on the missed shot by Maytott, how quickly Newman got down the court. Again, no shot clock in the state of Wisconsin, high school basketball, boys or girls. It's been up for debate for the last number of years. And just has not come to fruition. Wiedmeyer with it. Back over to Lieberg. Maytott almost was out of bounds when he caught that ball. Nick Lieberg in the lane. Strong take, and Nick can't finish. Two good looks at the basket so far for Assumption tonight. Both of them just a bit short. Kroc backing down on stats. Kicks it out. Jackson Fender. The free throw line out to Mason Prey. You just see how fast Newman is compared to the offense that Assumption is running so far tonight. Wide open, Connor Kroc for three is perfect. Kroc up to 4. 6-0 Newman Catholic. And a very hard team to beat. One of their losses came down at the Rick Majerus WBY shootout over Christmas break. And then their other one came to Auburndale early on in the season. Again, that was without Mason Prey. Royals in no hurry, down 6. Shaw out to Maytott. Frank in the corner for 3. That time too strong. Up ahead to Prey, and Mason chases it down. Fender. Kroc again for 3. In and out. Last year, this Newman Catholic team, I think it was maybe 20. They made a lot of three-pointers against the Assumption Royals last year in Wausau. Newman coming in, averaging 68 points a game. That was going to go out of bounds, and a turnover. First turnover, couple of missed shots. Their other loss came to St. Mary Catholic, 83-72. That was at the Rick Majerus WBY shootout on December 30th. They lost at Auburndale on December 16th. And a runner is off the mark and a foul on the drive by Frank Maytott. A game they lost at Auburndale 57-49. We had that on the network for you. Mason Prey heading to the line for a couple of free throws. Mason at 81% from the line this year. And missed a couple of games as Mason's first free throw is no good. JT Schlafer into the game for Assumption. The freshman has had a couple of nice games the last handful. 15 against Prentice on Friday, 14 against Wild Rose last night in the loss. And Prey goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Newman coming up. They have that rematch against Auburndale next week in Wausau. We'll have that game for you on Zaleski Sports. We'll also have a crew in Wausau on Thursday. So Anna Marie Owie from Auburndale is looking to eclipse her 1,000 career points. Needs 14 more. Schlafer, the runner, JT in and out. Rebound taken, pushed up by Isaac Seidel to Prey. Off the mark, JT didn't touch it. Lieberg into the front court. 7-0 Newman Catholic. 12.5 minutes to go, first half. We'll have highlights of this game later on tonight, probably tomorrow. We'll schedule them out tomorrow. We got a lot of games to make highlights of. JT with it in the corner. The drive, right hand, and JT puts the first points on the board for the Royals. Mason Prey traveled with it. Good drive by Mason, just couldn't control his stop. So home against Auburndale on the 31st, at Rib Lake on the February 3rd, home against Prentice on the 10th. They take on Platteville at Just a Game Fieldhouse on February 11th. We're trying to get see if we can get some access to go down there. Neelsville girls play that same day, so we'll try and see if we can get down there to stream that game for you from the Just a Game Fieldhouse in Wisconsin Dells. Schlafer for three off the front rim. Rebound tipped around by Kroc and Gustafson, and then taken by Mason Prey. Swings it around to Seidel. The runner by Isaac off the mark, rebounded by Wiedmeyer. 11:05 to go, first half. 7-2 Newman. Wiedmeyer lost it for a second. JT into the lane. The runner by JT is good. Schlafer's up to 4. Left side for Fender. Top of the key for Kroc. Seidel just right of the circle. Gets a screen by Kroc. Passes it down to Connor. Turns and can't finish. Gustafson brought it down. That's a mistake. And the foul is going to go, I believe, on Nick Lieberg. That's a bad. Again, I don't want to say bad job, but that's a bad job by Eli Gustafson as Thomas Bates comes into the game. That when you get a rebound against a much shorter team, you got to keep it high so then the guards don't come and try and bring it down. As Gustafson puts it in for 2. Miscommunication by the Royals, and Eli's up to 4, 9-4 in favor of Newman Catholic with 10.5 minutes to go. Shaw drives, kicks it out to JT. Schlafer back out to Maytot. Top of the key, gets a screen from Stats. Swings around to Shaw against Eli Gustafson. Top of the key against Bates. Back out to Schlafer. JT at the free throw line. Wiedmeyer. Back out to Schlafer. Shaw just right of the circle. Gets a screen from Stats. Doesn't use it. Back out to Maytot. Frank's got to be ready to shoot. Shaw top of the key, and there's a foul, and a hard foul. That's a foul on Thomas Bates. Foul on Thomas Bates trying to get around Cade Stats. .9:48 to go, first half. Shaw out to JT. Schlafer for 3 is left short, rebounded by Gustafson. Seidel brings it across the timeline. Kicks it out to Kroc. Thomas Bates back out to Kroc, looking for Seidel. Isaac, a quick trigger off the mark, rebounded by Ryan Shaw off the hands of JT. And there's an offensive foul by Cade Stats. Lowered the shoulder into Thomas Bates. Fleet Farms Auto Service Center can help you get your car ready for winter, get your tires rotated, battery tested, or buy wiper blades and get them installed. Get everything you need in one stop, get it all at Fleet Farm. Get you some score updates here in just a little bit. Mayton against Prey. Looking down low to Seidel, to Kroc. One-on-one against Mason Prey is Frank Maytott. In the lane, off the mark. Good defense there by Maytott, taken by Shaw for the Royals. 9-4 Newman Catholic, 8:45 to go. A lot of contact. Shaw out to Maytott. Frank, free throw line, fader is left short. Tipped high into the air and rebounded by Gustafson. Prey quickly. The runner by Mason is no good. Rebounded by Wiedmeyer. Coach Bolt says slow it down. Unlock the best home, auto, commercial, and personal loans in the Rapids area at Key Savings Bank. No matter what you're financing, Key Savings Bank has the personal touch to put you at ease. Dream big with small rates. Key Savings Bank. Let us know where you're watching from. Leave a comment on the YouTube. Shaw hands off to Wiedmeyer. Kate Stats, top of the key. Fender getting ready to check in for Newman Catholic. Schlafer with all four so far for Assumption. Down or in the corner for Wiedmeyer, right corner. Stats hands it off to Maytott. Frank strong take, right hand, and finishes. And a 30-second timeout going to be taken by Newman Catholic. 7:28 to go, first half. 9-6 Newman. Back after this, Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Early upset alert in Auburndale as the Stratford Tigers up on the Auburndale Eagles 19-4 with 6:48 to go in that first half. We have a 9-6 game with 7:28 to go in our first half. 5 total fouls, 4 on Assumption, 1 on Newman Catholic. Trying to find Fender in the corner. Top of the key for Seidel. Fender for 3. Good! Jackson Fender. And it's 12-6. Schlafer to Shaw. Maytott just right of the circle. Top of the key for Stats. Hands it back off to Maytott. Step back 3 is too strong. Rebounded by Kroc. Connor pulls it down to Seidel just across the timeline. Right side for Fender. Top of the key for Gustafson. Swings it around to Seidel. Goes baseline. Strong take by Isaac and in. His first points of the night, averages 21. Mason Prey averages 24, and he's got a free throw. 14-6. Newman just like that. It was 9-6 coming out of the timeout. Top of the key for Stats. Hands it off to Shaw. Maytott, dribble drive, finds Wiedmeyer. Stats against Gustafson. Looking down to Shaw, nothing happening. Maytott. Down low to Ryan Shaw, right side, up and in. Had him on his back. Coach Paul says get it to him. He got it to him, and good things happen. Right side for Fender. Top of the key for Gustafson. Swings around left side for Seidel. Three-pointer as Kroc will head to the line for a couple of free throws. Must have got him across the arm there. Let's take a look back at that foul. Connor's first free throw is good. And a timeout going to be taken by Assumption. Coach Pultz. It is a full timeout back in 60 seconds on Zaleski Sports.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Score from the Southwood County Ice Arena. Wisconsin Rapids leading Wausau West 2-1 there in the first period with 35 seconds to go. Mike Wendland and Olivia Zimmerman over there bringing you that game. Croc's second free throw is no good. Rebounded by Shaw. 1 for 2 from Connor from the free throw line. 18-8 in favor of Newman Catholic. Schlafer kicks her out to Wiedmeyer. To Lieberg. Skips her out. JT in the corner. Left side for Shaw. 4.5 minutes to go in this first half. Wiedmeyer out to Maytot. Frank pull-up jumper is good. Frank's got 4, 8-point deficit. Top of the key for Gustafson, out to Prey, gets a screen from Eli, and right over the head of Nick Lieberg somehow. Croc steps into a three, wide open, and airballed it. Maytot over to Shaw. Coach Paul said slow down, and Nick Lieberg almost stopped. He didn't know if he was calling a timeout or not. 18-10, 3:35 to go. Picked up his dribble. Wiedmeyer gets double teamed. Schlafer out to Shaw. Bad pass there by Ryan Shaw right at the feet of Jack Wiedmeyer. Again, no rush for Assumption. Playing catch, Mason Prey right in between them. As the folks, the kids from Newman saying we want a shot clock, so does everybody else in this state. Or a lot of people, maybe not everybody. And after all that, threw it away. $2:45 to go, first half, 18-10, Newman. Fender open in the corner, Jackson for three, left it short, rebounded by Shaw. Game plan going as well as Coach Paltz, I think, was hoping to slow things down. Man-to-man defense for Newman as Ryan Shaw lost it. Had the right idea, tried to go baseline. $2:15 to go. Prey against Maytot, back out to Croc. Connor for three. Bango Bongo missed it. Offense rebound by Gustafson. Counted and one for the big fella. Eli had 11 rebounds in their first meeting. and got an offense rebound there and put it in and drew the foul. Gustafson, the lefty. Scoreboard goes out. And the and one is good. The free throw does count. The scoreboard flickered for just a second. And they'll have a substitution, Aiden Spacella into the game for Jackson Fender. Right before that free throw was taken, the scoreboard flickered, came back on, we're good to go. 11-point Newman lead. Shaw to Matot, gets a screen from Stats. Shaw back with it. Newman went into a man-to-man now after Assumption was running all that time off the clock. JT with it. Back to Stats, to Shaw. 95 seconds to go first half. Very slow, or very quick moving first half, but very slow at the same time. Schlafer against Prey, asking for a screen. Cade Stats doesn't give him one. Right side for Wiedmeyer. Looking down to Shaw. Kicks it back out to Wiedmeyer. Stats straight on three for Cade. It's left short. Rebound taken by Kroc. Seidel bringing it across with 1:05 to go. Seidel coast to coast. The floater is good. 23-10. Schlafer against Gustafson. Shaw. Looking for a screen is Matot. JT thought about it against Gustafson. More basketball for you on Thursday as Wiedmeyer, I believe, traveled with it. Liam McCarty checks in for the first time. Assumption girls are at Edgar on Thursday. Big conference matchup. And we'll be right back here on Friday. Assumption Auburndale girls. 25 seconds to go first half. 23-10 Newman Catholic. Prey spins against Matot. The runner by Mason is no good. Schlafer with it. 15 seconds to go. And a foul is going to go on Mason Prey. Frustration foul maybe there on Mason. Just his first, just the team's second of the half. And maybe a smart foul at that, not allowing Assumption to get out into transition offense with 14 seconds left. Shaw with it, 10 seconds to go first half. Shaw gets a screen from Matot. Back out to Matot. Frank for three. Left side is too strong. Rebounded by Stats. Tipped around. And that'll end our very interesting first half here from Assumption. It is Newman Catholic 23, Assumption 10. We'll be back with your first half stats and totals, and then get you some score updates from her on the Zaleski Sports Network. Get you ready for the second half here on Zaleski Sports. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Rustic Redefined is the area's boutique clothing store for women and children. You'll find a personalized shopping experience with unique and trendy styles to choose from. Rustic Redefined specializes in affordable clothes and accessories with red carpet service. Find your individual style at Rustic Redefined on 8th Street South in Wisconsin Rapids and Rustic Redefined on Facebook.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
If you think it's cold outside now, just wait. Nasty weather is on the way, but you don't have to freeze. Get your vehicle into MobileLink for a remote car starter. When it comes to remote starters, there is only one leader in central Wisconsin with over 5,000 units installed. Blake at MobileLink. You work hard, and it's time to treat yourself to something you will use all the time. Schedule that remote starter and start beating Old Man Winter.
Now more than ever, it's crucial for your business to be able to ship your products safely and efficiently, both near and far. Purple Mountain Solutions is your local specialist for logistics and supply chain management in both public and private sectors. Bringing years of leadership, excellent attention to detail, and a dedication to the job at hand is what keeps Purple Mountain Solutions the leader in transportation, logistics, supply chain management, and warehousing. Get your products right where they need to be and put your trust in a business you can trust. Purple Mountain Solutions.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids. First half stats here for you. Frank Maytott for the Royals with 4, Ryan Shaw with 2, JT Schlafer with 4. For Newman Catholic, Mason Prairie with 1, Jackson Fender with 3. Connor Kroc with 5, Isaac Seidel with 7, and Eli Gustafson finished with 7 points in that first half. Score from Auburndale, Stratford leading Auburndale 30-24 at halftime. Score from Southwood County Ice Arena, Wisconsin Rapids leading Wausau West 2-1. That's hockey, of course. Have a score from Almond Bancroft, from Wild Rose. The Wild Rose girls are going to get a huge conference win. They're up 49-36 right now. And don't really have any others to report at this moment. Upcoming schedule on Zaleski Sports. We got some for you on Thursday, of course. Nothing on Wednesdays. Thursday, it's Xavier at Wisconsin Valley Union girls hockey from the Waupaca Expo Center. Assumption is at Edgar girls basketball. Columbus Catholic is at Neelsville boys basketball. Pacelli is at Tri-County. That is girls basketball. I believe boys basketball. Yeah, I mistaken that one. Boys basketball, Pacelli at Tri-County. And then Auburndale is at Newman for girls basketball. That's on Thursday. Friday, DC Everson at Marshfield, big conference game in the Valley. That's boys basketball. Columbus Catholic is at Rib Lake. Colby is at Greenwood. Wausau West is at Spash. Tomahawk is at Mosinee. Tri-County is at Pacelli. Bonduelle is at Amherst. And then, of course, Auburndale is here at Assumption for girls basketball. You can find all of our upcoming schedules on ZaleskiSports.com. Click on weekly schedule, and you can check out our Grassland Dairy weekly schedule. We are about 3 minutes before the second half start here in Wisconsin Rapids. We're going to take another 2-minute timeout, take a handful of commercials, come back, get you ready for the second half. It is the Newman Catholic Cardinals 23, the Assumption Royals 10. We'll be back after this. Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to Key Savings Bank. Why so serious?
It's my game face. Happens every football season. I know with your great lineup of financial services, you can give me the competitive advantage, right?
Right.
Up the middle with straight-ahead checking.
Over the top with a low-interest mortgage loan.
Sweep to the left with a high-yield CD.
Then drive home with an auto loan flea flicker.
Wow, what a game plan.
And a championship staff to go with it.
No, look out for that. Water cooler.
Key Savings Bank, where you'll feel right at home.
I'll get the mop.
Wisconsin River Orthopedics has been providing comprehensive care to Wood County for over 50 years. We offer urgent care for orthopedic pain and injuries, joint replacement, along with focused sports medicine care from evaluation to rehabilitation. Our facilities offer a spacious rehab center to get you back to doing what you love most, along with the latest technology in our ambulatory surgery center and a comfortable open MRI. Stop living with pain and limited range in your joints. Turn to Wisconsin River Orthopedics and get back to the way life is meant to be.
For years, our Stone Innovations customers told us they love our countertops, but only wanted to deal with one company for their entire kitchen project. Well, we've heard you. So now Stone Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen with the same high quality products, selection, expertise we've been giving you for years. And now we can give you that brand new kitchen in just 1 week. After sitting down with our designers, picking out cabinets, countertops, and flooring, it will only take us 1 week to install everything. Stone Innovations, new kitchens in just 1 week.
Snow piles up quickly. Remove it just as quickly with Kubota subcompact and compact tractors. Our #1 selling tractors are built to take on winter with front and rear mount snow blowers, blades, and rotary sweepers. Get select Kubota subcompact or compact tractors for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months and save $1,000. See your local Kubota dealer today.
Your local Kubota dealer is Chili Implement, located 1 mile north of Highway 10 in Chili.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
Second half about to get underway here in Wisconsin Rapids. Broadcast brought to you in part by Mutual Owasso Insurance. They're protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualowasso.com to find an agent near you. 13-point Newman Catholic lead, 23-10. Leading scores in that first half, Isaac Seidel and Eli Gustafson both with 7. Again, the Royals can play as slow as they want, but they find themselves down 13. They got to score at some point, obviously. Lieberg's going to have to take a dribble. He does, gets past. Tried the pass down to Mayton, out of bounds off of Nick Lieberg. This one, Nick's just got to take to the basket. That's exactly what they're telling him on the bench. Just got to shoot. I have an opportunity to talk to a winning coach and a player of the game after this one concludes tonight here on Zaleski Sports. Talk to Eli Gustafson after the first time these two teams played and won. Down low, Eli turns and finishes. He's up to 9. He had 18 in the first meeting. 27 on the year against this Royals team so far, and they lead 25-10. Lieberg against Gustafson, gets a screen from Stats. Stats back to top of the key. Shaw with it. And Prey took it away from Nick Lieberg and fouled him hard. Going for the ball, and that's going to be a foul on Nick Lieberg. His first, team's first of the half. They went for the job, and again, Prey acted a little bit on that foul. It was a foul on Nick. There's no doubt about that, but Mason may have flopped a little bit. And nearly intercepted by Shaw. Kicks out, Fender in the corner. Long three for Seidel is good. Isaac's up to 10. (28-10). Maytod all the way to the basket. Frank's got 6. Left side for Fender, looking down to Kroc. Gustafson top of the key. Left side for Prey, or right side for Prey against Maytot. Mason bumped him. Foul's on the floor. JT Schlafer will check in for Assumption. Prey was looking for a continuation foul and didn't get it that time. Prey to Gustafson, all the way to Eli, and he's going to get fouled and head to the line. Crystal Finishing Systems is a family-owned business now hiring for both their Weston and Mosinee locations, with openings in manufacturing, fabrication, management, customer service, and so much more. Join the Crystal Finishing team. Learn more at crystalfinishing.com. Running can be hard on your body, whether you're training for marathons, competitive runs, or just for daily exercise. Turn to Roberts Physical Therapy to get moving, keep moving, and enjoy life on the run. Roberts Physical Therapy with locations in Amherst, Plainfield, and Wisconsin Rapids. Eli made the first, missed the second. Still a 17-point lead for the Cards. Schlafer out to Wiedmeyer. Against Fender, all the way to the basket for Wiedmeyer. Can't get it to go. Rebound taken there by Fender. Dribbling through everybody, kicks it out. Tipped out of bounds, so it's going to be off of Seidel. And it's going to go to Assumption. That's a good hustle there by Jack Wiedmeyer to force that. Shaw kicks out. Wiedmeyer in the corner. Back out to Maytot. Maytot to Shaw, and he got hooked there by Kroc. Shaw went for it. Kroc wrapped him around the arm. Connor not happy with it, but Lieberg top of the key. 29-12, 15-10 to go in the second half. And taken away by Gustafson. Can the big fella get up? And he cannot, and he missed the layup. Coach Waldvogel with just a little grin on his face. As Gustafson looking into the Newman, or into the Assumption student section, guarding Nick Lieberg with a grin on his face. Lieberg out to Maytot. Against Seidel, free throw line. Lieberg just right of the circle. Hands it off to Shaw. Back out to Lieberg. Nick's hit those threes before, hasn't taken one here tonight. Right side over to Lieberg, 14-15 to go. Royals trail 29-12. Maybe the lowest scoring varsity boys basketball game at Assumption in a long time. JT for three. Got it. Talked myself right into it. JT Schlafer. He's got 7. Prey in the lane. Kicks out to Fender. Tipped by Schlafer. Coach Waldvogel able to get out of the way just in time. Prey to inbound. Finds Seidel. Right side for Fender. Top of the key for Kroc. Swings it around and pass and move for this Newman team. There's a pick and as Connor Kroc got poked in the eye on his drive. That was a good screen and roll there by Newman. Foul's going to go on JT. That's his second. Inbounds it quickly. Pull up Jay, 15-footer off the mark. Rebounded by Gustafson. Kroc kicks it all the way over to Fender. Wide open three, left it short. And there's going to be a foul on Jack Wiedmeyer on the rebound. Prey to inbound again. Finds Seidel. Free throw line into Mason. Gets bodied and can't finish. Mason will head to line for some more free throws. Winters in Wisconsin can be a challenge. Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling in Wisconsin Rapids has more than 100 years of making your home and business comfortable. Call Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling today, especially before this weekend. It's supposed to be pretty cold finally this winter. It has not been this year at all. There was a stretch in December when it was really cold, but overall it has been very, very mild. They've gotten pretty lucky so far this winter. Got a handful of games postponed and canceled because of snow, but nothing too bad because of the cold. 31-15. Newman on top. Thomas Bates checked into the game last free throw. Right side for Maton. Gets a screen from Stats. Uses it momentarily. Out to Wiedmeyer. Back out to Stats. Top of the key. Swings around to Shaw. Using that screen. Jump stops. Finds JT. Nearly lost it. Got past Prey. Shaw goes baseline against Kroc. JT thought about the three. All the way at the big fella and can't finish. Rebounded by Bates. Up ahead to Seidel. Kroc winded. Swings around to Bates against Schlafer. Up and one for Thomas Bates. Counted in the foul. Hit Bates on the head. On the drive did Ryan Shaw, and he's heading to the line for his +1. Kroc and Gustafson out for Spachala and McCarty. Bates' and one is off the mark. Rebounded there by Stats, and then a foul on Liam McCarty on the rebound. McCarty just a sophomore. 33-15, 12:35 to go. Into Shaw. Shaw turns on the baseline, left it short, rebounded by Bates. Hands it off to Prey with 12:20 to go. Spachala swings around to McCarty, back over to Bates. Down low to Prey. Mason for two. His first made basket tonight is Mason Prey. And Coach Paul's going to take a timeout. We'll do the same. 30 seconds back to Wisconsin Rapids after this.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, Keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids. 35-15. Assumption with the basketball, trailing by 20. It's the Winter Blitz sale at Stone Innovations. With the purchase of a new countertop, get a free installed stainless steel sink or 10% off tile backsplash and labor. And check out their discounts on flooring. This Winter Blitz offer is only at Stone Innovations. Stats hands off to Maytot. Back over to Shaw. Ryan's been quiet the last 2 games. Strong take. Ryan's heading to line for a couple of free throws, though, on that drive to the basket. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a free quote from Kerry Van Erst. State Farm on auto, homeowners, renters, and more. For both Wisconsin Rapids and Marshfield, find Kerry Van Erst State Farm on Facebook to get started today. Shaw's first free throw is good. 3 points for Ryan tonight. 4 points is good for Ryan Shaw. 35-17, 11:45 to go. Left side for Spachala. McCarty to Seidel. In the lane, kicks out to Spachala. 15-foot line. Shaw almost tied him up. One-on-one, Maytot against Prey. Kicks out to Bates in the corner. Back over to Spachala. Left of the circle, drive for Prey, in and one. Mason Prey heading to line for his and one. For the best in recreational or hunting properties in Wisconsin, call Brian Roosh with Whitetail Properties. Just share your goals, and Brian can tell you where and how to make it a reality. Call him at 715-213-4468. Again, 715-213-4468. Mason's and one was good. And it's 38-17. Wiedemeyer has Lucas Piffner getting ready to check in for, that's going to be close to 5, almost had him at 5. Schlafer straight on 3 off the mark. Tipped around, rebounded by Bates. Up ahead to Spachala, running the floor. Royals didn't get back, and Spachala puts it in. Hayden Spachala for 2. 40-17, 10:40 to go. Stats, right hand, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Prey. Walker Livernash getting ready to check in for the Royals. Prey all the way to the basket. Euro steps left hand, can't finish. Rebounded by Schlafer. JT hands off to Wiedemeyer. Jack for 3. Too strong. And rebounded by Isaac Seidel. Connor Kroc getting ready to check in for Newman. Seidel spins in the lane. Left hand. Do they count it? Let's see if they give him the and one. Officials getting together on the spin. And are they going to say it was counted? We'll see. And I do not believe they will count it as a and one, but an 1 and 1. So Seidel heading to line for bonus free throws. I believe the foul happened before the free throw line. That's why they got together and conversed and came to the conclusion that it happened before. Gustafson will check in for Liam McCarty. As I believe they told Frank Maytot can't make contact with the shooter. And the second one for Seidel is good. 42-17, 10 minutes to go in this one. Shaw out to Maytot in the corner for 3 is left short. Rebounded by Gustafson, another rebound for the big fella. With so much of our lives running on the internet these days, choosing a provider you can rely on has become more important than ever. As a local company, Solaris sees their customers as neighbors and not just numbers. You can trust their fiber delivers the fastest, most reliable, and most advanced experience in town. Visit Solaris.net as Connor Kroc will head to line for a couple of free throws. That's team foul number 9 already on the Royals with 9:48 to go in the game. And the first one is good for Kroc. Again, we'll see this Newman Catholic team a week from tonight as they host Auburndale in a rematch of the only loss so far for Newman in conference. Rebound, or the free throw miss, rebounded by Gustafson. Seidel, 3 is good. Isaac Seidel for 3 more. He's up to 15. Schlafer out to Shaw. Ryan for 3, in and out. Rebounded by Kroc. 46-17. Seidel spins in the lane. Can't quite finish. Another offensive rebound by Gustafson. And Eli will head back to line for a couple of free throws. Made a Custom Apparel in Stevens Point provides quality decorated apparel from your hometown schools and summer teams to corporate and team outings, along with promotional items and sporting goods. That's Made a Custom Apparel in Stevens Point. Even gets you a score update from the big game in Auburndale right now. Auburndale has turned things around in the second half with 6:35 to go. They lead Stratford now 49-41 as the confusion on the side of Newman when it for the substitution. Gustafson's second one is up, and it is short. Rebounded by Schlafer. JT quickly into the front court, down to the Livernash, off of his knee and out of bounds. Quincy Fender into the game. Jackson Fender back into the game. Tony Hoffer into the game. Mason Prey in the game as well, still for Newman. Halfway through the second half, 46-17. The Cardinals on top. Corner for McCarty. Strong take for the long, lanky sophomore. And it's 48-17. Lieberg looking down to Shaw. Down low to Ryan, kicks out to Walker Livernash for 3. Walker is good. Prey, coast to coast, got it poked and off the foot of Mason Prey. And appreciate everyone tuning into tonight's broadcast on Zaleski Sports. Wiedmeyer out to Schlafer for 3. JT is good. JT's having another nice night, up to 10 for the freshman. McCarty swings around to Fender. Jackson Fender, that is. And down to Quincy, nothing happening. Cutting and taken away by JT. Schlafer, right hand and in for 2 more. They don't have all the numbers on the scoreboard for the Royals. JT with another basket. Mason Prey bounced it off his toe. Prey against Shaw. 3-pointer, left wing, out. Rebounded by Shaw. 48-25, 7:30 to go. Shaw spins the lane, lost it for a second. Right hand for Ryan is off the mark, rebounded by Prey. Up ahead to Jackson Fender. Fender spins this time left hand and good. And timeout taken by Newman Catholic. We'll do the same. Back to Wisconsin Rapids after this on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggleworms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
$7:17 to go in the ball game. 50-25 in favor of Newman Catholic here tonight. They'll have the girls at Edgar on Thursday. Huge Merriwood South Conference game. Assumption Edgar girls could go a long way to determining an early conference championship, as Schlafer got it knocked out of his hands with 7:01 remaining. Wisconsin River Orthopedics encourages you to stop living with the pain. Come see them and let's get you back to living your life to the fullest. For joint pain, rehabilitation, urgent care, and more, come to Wisconsin River Orthopedics in Wisconsin Rapids. Maytott against Seidel. Spacing for the Royals. Not good. Lieberg for three. Too strong. Rebounded by Kroc. Up ahead to Seidel. Seidel goes baseline, spins, kicks it out, back down to Seidel. And bad pass there, intercepted. Pass by Lucas Piffner. JT all the way to the basket, lost it for a second. Maytott open in the corner for three, is airballed. Rebounded by Kroc. Seidel with it. Right side for Gustafson. Cutting is Piffner. Knocked away by Shaw. Schlafer with it. And blocked by Kroc. Seidel into the front court. Coast to coast for Seidel, and he misses. Rebounded by Schlafer. Up ahead to Lieberg against Gustafson, and Nick puts it in. His first points of the night. Left side. Spichala to Seidel. Hands it off to Eli Gustafson. Left side for Aiden Spichala. Left side for Lucas Piffner. Gustafson, Spichala for three, off the mark. Gustafson told him to hit it, just off the mark. Bit strong. Maytott goes baseline, spins, and Frank puts it in for two more. Got 4.5, 8 on the night. 50-29, 4:50 to go. Seidel spins. Wow, an amazing finish there by Isaac Seidel. Schlafer all the way to the basket. Blocked by Kroc. He got him with the body, I think. That's what they're going to call. Rustic Redefine provides a boutique shopping experience with unique and affordable clothing and accessories to fit your individual style. Shop Rustic Redefine on A Street in Wisconsin Rapids. Coach Waldvogel will clear the bench. JT's first free throw is no good. JT's had another nice night. Line change here for the Royals, or excuse me, for the Cardinals. McCarty, Prey, Quincy Fender, Thomas Bates. As Schlafer hits the second. Prey on the right side, 52-30. Newman Catholic on top. Newman has scored almost 30 points here in the second half. Kicks it out, three-pointer for Fender off the side of the backboard, rebounded by Wiedmeyer. And a foul on Mason Prey at half court. Spectrum Benefit Solutions has offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started today. 4 minutes to go in this one. Manny Schultz checked into the game. Thomas Bates with it now. Three-pointer for McCarty off the mark. Coach Waldvogel told him to slow it down. And Liam McCarty hit a shot at three, I should say. Schlafer with it. Wiedmeyer back out to Shaw. Down low to Manny Schultz. Took his eyes off it, turns it over. Thank you to our game day sponsors, Rapid Sheet Metal, Sparhawk Trucking, and Scott Krug Realty. Also, Mobile Link in Wisconsin Rapids is your go-to for car and boat services, including window tinting, remote start, and accessorizing. You can find Blake at Mobile Link on 8th Street in Wisconsin Rapids. 3:38 to go, 52-30. Up ahead to Spichala. Jackson Fender with it. Nobody guarded Jackson. Steps into a three, too strong. Rebounded by Shaw. Shaw behind the back pass. And Jack Wiedmeyer got kicked in the face as the much taller Liam McCarty went up for the block. Wiedmeyer got a boot to the face. First one for Wiedmeyer is good. Zach's Technology in downtown Wisconsin Rapids is your go-to for residential and commercial computer repair, custom-built desktops, off-site backup, and mobile repair. Look to Zach's Technology in downtown Wisconsin Rapids. Wiedmeyer 2 for 2 from the line. Chase Lieberg will check in for the first time with 3:19 remaining for Frank Maytott. Coming up next is our Heartland Farms postgame show. Nobody knows potatoes in Wisconsin quite like Heartland Farms. With roots in Amherst and now based in Hancock, this fifth-generation potato and vegetable farm produces many varieties of chipping potatoes and currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. Learn more about the best in the potato business at heartland.farm. That's heartland.farm. As an air ball by Lucas Piffner. We may talk to Coach Waldvogel. We'll see after this one, as that one's going to be out of bounds. Good defense there by Jackson Fender. Then we got to choose a player of the game. Coach Paltz will take a full timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Zaleski Sports.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Don't let pain or mobility issues keep you from enjoying life. Let our physical therapy doctors and our staff at Roberts Physical Therapy help you recover your ability to move easily and live free of aches and pains, providing effective individual treatment plans. Whether you're experiencing problems with balance and mobility, you're experiencing pain in your low back, or you're dealing with any other physical challenges, we'll take care of you. For more information on how we can service your needs, contact us today.
3 minutes to go in this one. Newman Catholic leading 52-32. Steve Maves alongside Josh Bush here tonight on Zaleski Sports. Manny Schultz down on the block. Nearly lost it in the game as Owen Hagen for the first time tonight. Owen for 3 left wing. Front rim rebounded by Jack Wiedmeyer. A lot of arms are swinging against Jack. And he'll head to the line again for a couple of free throws. Again, coming up next for the Newman Cardinals, they will host Auburndale next Tuesday on Zaleski Sports. Have that game live for you from Newman Catholic. Wiedmeyer's first free throw. Perfect. And then after that, they are at Rib Lake and host Prentice on back-to-back Fridays. They have a long time between these games. A lot of weak breaks for practices. Schlafer knocks that one away. Wiedmeyer, Euro steps through, got held and still finishes and count it. What a move there by Jack Wiedmeyer. He got held on the drive and still was able to put it in the basket. Coming up for Assumption Sunday in Milwaukee at the Pfizer Forum in downtown Milwaukee against the Port Edwards Blackhawks. Then they're back again right away. Tuesday the 31st at Edgar. Friday the 3rd at Athens. The runner is up and good for Quincy Fender. As Hagen lost it for a second. The fader in the lane for Hagen off the mark. Off balance, rebounded by McCarty. Coach Waldvogel says slow things down. So they got Port Edwards, Edgar, Athens, Tigerton, then home for 3 more games at the end of the year. Friday, February 10th, they host Abbotsford. Tuesday, February 14th, they host Northland Lutheran. And then Thursday, February 23rd, they host the Marathon Red Raiders. In the lane, kicks it down to McCarty. Pull up J for the young fella. Tipped there by Spacella. The runner for Fender is good. 90 seconds to go in this one, 56-37. Schlafer with it against Jackson Fender. Turns, can't finish. Offense rebound finishes. And JT having another nice night offensively for Assumption. Jackson Fender into the lane. That was a good job there by Jackson Fender to keep his feet. And Coach Waldvogel will take a timeout. 30-second timeout. Back to Wisconsin Rapids after this. Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
Newman Catholic able to get it done tonight with Mason Prairie only scoring 8 points, 1 in the first half, as Aiden Spacella stepped on the sideline and Coach Waldvogel just slumps his shoulders. After that, as I'm sure he drew something up to run the last minute and 3 seconds off the clock, and then they turn it over. Prey finished with 8, Isaac Seidel with 17, Eli Gustafson with 10, and Jack Wiedmeyer not going down quietly. He's heading back to line for a +1. 56-39, 55 seconds to go in the ballgame. Again, Newman will improve to 13-2 on the season. Assumption will fall to 5-11. The bigger number, Newman now 9-1 in the conference. If they had a tiebreaker, they would have it against Marathon, as Auburndale's got a couple of losses against Marathon this year. No losses in crossover conference games for Marathon. That was going to be taken away. Wiedmeyer, 10 seconds to go. JT offense rebound, putback is good. Well, that'll do it here tonight. Royals give it a valiant effort at the end, but fall here in conference play to Newman. Final score from Assumption, 56-44. Newman Catholic over Assumption. Heartland Farms postgame show coming up next. You're watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
Good. 1, 2, 3. Good. All right. Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids Assumption as Newman Catholic picked up a big conference win here tonight. Coach, not really your type of game. They really tried to slow you down in the first half, but still were able to score 23 and got a big win with Mason only scoring 8 points.
Yeah, we know that these conference games are really tough. What I told the kids at half was, you know, we were a little bit excited that we didn't have that many points, but I said at the end of the day, they still only have 10. And that was the most important thing, and that was our focus, that we were still up 13 at half.
Yeah, and coming out in the second half, obviously being able to stretch it out and really kind of just not cruise to the end, but able to pick up ended up being 12 points, but the rest of your starters up 20.
Yeah, we wanted to focus on speeding up the game. We wanted to speed them up. We did speed them up. We scored early, and then we kind of took them out of their game, and then we were able to separate. And then, of course, we wanted to get our younger kids in the game, and we were able to do so most of the second half.
A week now to get ready for Auburndale next week. What do you guys take away from, obviously Mason didn't play in the first matchup against them, but what do you take out of your last handful of games to be able to go up against Auburndale next week?
How competitive every game has been. So our opponents have prepared us pretty well for Auburndale. All these games are tight, and we'll be ready to go just because our opponents have been played really well against us, and they've kept us sharp.
Perfect. Thanks, Coach. See you next week. Thank you. Bring over Connor Kroc here, our Zaleski Sports Player of the Game. Connor, a good win tonight against Assumption. Obviously, you guys battle throughout the last handful of years against these guys. Just talk about getting the win on the road tonight.
Yeah, it's huge getting a win, especially on the road, regardless of what team you're playing. You know, anyone in the Merriwood, it's always going to be a battle. You know, not always high scoring, but it's one you're going to want to win, and you're going to need to win for later down on the road.
I talked to Coach about it, 23 points in the first half. They really tried to slow you guys down. We're able to still go into halftime leading by 13. What was the message at halftime, knowing that they would try and did slow you guys down in the first?
Yeah, obviously we're not always scoring 23 in the first half, but it's something, you know, Coach told us just relax a little, you know, shots will fall in the second half, and obviously our defense is doing a good job, only giving up 10 points in the first half, so we just had to, you know, stick to our defensive principles, and eventually the shots will fall on offense.
Big matchup next week, obviously, at home this time against Auburndale. Kind of a revenge rematch this time around with Mason back in the lineup. What do you guys take away from your last handful of games getting ready for Auburndale next week?
Yeah, we know Auburndale's a tough task. You know, we went to their place. We weren't able to win, but, you know, this game we're going to be a little more healthy. We're going to give it all we got, and, you know, we respect the heck out of them. So we're going to bring everything we got and watch a lot of film and, you know, hopefully win that one.
We're going to put you in the house, all right? I'm going to hand you this. I'll just get out of the way here.
I'm Connor Kroc, and I'm in the house.
Thanks, Connor. See you next week. Thank you. With that, we're going to sign things off here from Assumption High School. The Royals fall, Newman wins, and they will have a date with Auburndale next Tuesday at Newman Catholic High School right here on Zaleski Sports. Thank you to Coach Waldvogel and Connor Kroc coming out here and talking to us to conclude our broadcast here tonight. For Josh Bush, this is Steve Mave signing off. Have a great night, everyone. We'll talk to you again on Thursday from Edgar right here on Zaleski Sports.